Well, hello there, everybody.
What's
Welcome,
up?
welcome, and welcome. Y'all already know what time it is. It is our favorite time of the week. It is Wednesday. We are so excited to be here because y'all already know we say it's the family reunion. So, the family, we've shown up. We
Sir?
haven't seen y'all in a week or so, but it's time to go ahead and just, celebrate. Cheers to each and every one of you. If this is your first time rocking with us, we would like to go ahead and formally introduce ourselves. I go by the name of Kesha Kesh.
It's your boy, Dr. Real, Mr. Motivational. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's do this. But first off, y'all, we got to go ahead and show y'all the gear that we're rocking tonight. Y'all see myself and Dr. Real. We're kind of matching here. We got the Power Team logos. We got our names doing big things. So shout out to Jazzy. Jazzy made it. Jasmine, she hooked us up. So of course, we just wanted to say thank you so much. We feeling pretty fly, in our gear tonight. So we wanted to
Yes.
be fly as we gave you all the updates on the current events and everything else that's going on in this crazy world because we got a lot to talk about.
Let's
Let's
talk
just,
about
let's just get into it. Yes, Jasmine Rodriguez. She said shirts by Jasmine Rodriguez. That's exactly who the shirts came from. Thank you so much, Jazzy. We rocking these things.
it. Miss Rodriguez.
Love,
Appreciate it.
love, 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 love. So, Dr. Real, let's go
Yes.
ahead and get into the first topic for tonight. We don't even have to go in a specific order,
Nope.
anything to that effect. We can wing this thing because everything that we're talking about tonight is it's relevant, right?
Yeah, very
You
much
know,
so.
we got the business. So that's what we're gonna give you guys tonight. The business.
The business in that.
Well, let's do this because it's an update. We'll go ahead and jump in on DeShawn Watson because
Ooh, let's
that
get
is
to
our update. We said that we were going to continue to do the updates. Let's go ahead and update them, Dr. Real.
So, Mr. Butt Nasty, otherwise known as Deshaun Watson,
Wait a minute.
he there's been no official suspension by the NFL yet, but what word is coming out from all the insiders, he's probably going to see 8 weeks. And a lot of people are in an uproar about that. They like, how this man got all these allegations against him, but y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all suspended Zeke longer than y'all gonna do him.
Well,
They're pushing for a year and the NFL is pushing for a year, but Deshaun Watson has said if they decide to do that, him and the NFLPA are going to sue the NFL, and I don't think they want that problem. So I think they're going to go ahead and let it be what it be. Give him 8 games as a suspension, but he's going to be on the super watch. No, he's not going to be able to do nothing anymore. Like he better be on his P's and Q's all the way.
so
You know?
the people that was not tuned in when we said that we will continue to give these updates, just in case they don't know who it is that we're speaking about, give them a little bit of history of who this fellow is.
Okay, so Deshaun Watson was a former quarterback from Houston Texans. And he asked for a trade, I want to say, in 2019. He was just tired of the organization. And the minute he demanded a trade, these allegations surfaced. So some people are saying, Kawinky Dinky, kind of weird, okay, But then he had 2 trials in Houston for the criminal acts and was acquitted on both of them. So he's done nothing criminally, but he has 20 settlements. People are doing lawsuits against 24 lawsuits against him for sexual misconduct, getting massages. He had over 80 masseuses. Now I don't know how many hands you gonna want to touch your body like that. Like if you good and you real good, and you know my body's in the masseuse, I'm not gonna keep switching you out for 79 more different women. Then they just don't make no sense. And then he was doing these things under the team's knowledge. They said they didn't know about it, but yet they booked him rooms and gave him NDAs to get the ladies to sign. Now, what the hell are you doing giving a masseuse an NDA? What's she need a non-disclosure for? I mean, if it's about business, she don't need that. I understand the cell phone thing, but then the request he was making about grabbing his man and I want a happy ending, that's suspected of massage. Now, we all know some people always try to go get a bag. I'm not saying that's what happened to none of these ladies, so don't come for me. I'm just saying, people, how society is. Let's be real. Okay? But when you're willing to settle 20, like my grandma used to always say, ain't pig coochie pork. And I would say, yes, ma'am, it is. It would crack like a duck, it's a duck. He may do all of them, but he damn sure did some of them.
And, when we talked about this last time, ladies, fellas, I said, let me just play devil's advocate. I said that it's a possibility when he started getting these happy endings, this is what he was introduced to from the beginning. I said that because he does not feel anything is wrong with this. Anybody that's been following this story, anybody that knows what it is that we're talking about, look it up. Because we're going to be talking about this thing throughout the entire ordeal. Just to be honest, Dr. Real's going to come back, give us these updates. But I was just saying, how it is. It's kind of like those people that are privileged, right? If you're privileged and you only know privilege, you don't know anything outside of being privileged. So if he's used to happy endings and was introduced to happy endings and he ain't never seen that outside of happy endings, I was like, maybe that's what's going on right now.
I could see that, and I will raise you that there is no way, I don't care how entitled he may be, that you expect sex out of every massage. That's not how that might be how things work in his world, and I get that. But overall, it's no way, especially the woman's telling you, nah. We all know what no means. Even you say you don't. You know what no means? No means nah. Nope. Don't do it.
So, ladies, if you're watching, chime in. I'm just saying, picture this from a standpoint. Don't picture it if it's your husband, because don't do that. But picture this. What's happening right now, and just try to understand the thought process of DeShawn. He's getting these happy endings, and he has had a lot. Was it 48? How many was it? How many?
8, he had 80 different masseuses.
He had 8. Okay.
80.
So they understand the assignment, I guess. So he's had all these masseuses and he does not think anything is wrong with it. Like, share your thoughts. We'll come back up and read the thoughts later if need be. I just kind of want to get some different perspectives. Trust me, I understand exactly what Dr. Real is saying. I got Waffle Man, you in the house. What's happening, my brother? We're talking about DeShawn here. If you can give your thoughts. This is the guy that actually had all these masseuse happy endings, whatever you may have. Share your thoughts on what it is that you think that his thought process is behind this, or could it be something different than what we all may be viewing right now? We would love to hear your thoughts. So that's what we're talking about right now.
I just think he's nasty, and that's just what he do. That's what I think.
He might be a little nasty, he might be a lot of things, but right now he is a hot topic right now because he's been getting pleased
allegedly
a lot.
Allegedly.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's been blasting around here in the news. Some of these topics kind of go together, but let's talk about DNA test. Mm-hmm. Should DNA tests be mandatory? Now, Dr. Reed, there's a lot of talk going on about these new laws, different things that we might need to get out here and vote on. Some things are already in effect. Some things are not. Like, break down what you mean by should DNA tests be mandatory? Like, give us the background on what
I was on TikTok and I just saw a skit that somebody was doing about the child not being the man's child. And this got me curious, is something I brought up with my family before, is should it be mandatory upon birth that a DNA test is done on the father to make sure that that's his kid? And the women in the house like, oh my God, I can't believe you say something like that. I mean, if we had a kid, you asked that man, we'd broke up the next day. I'm like, but why though? I don't understand what would be the problem with that. You will get rid of Maury. It won't be no, are you the father? You will know. And you will know for a bunch of reasons. You will know who it is for help. For biggest things that a lot of people who don't know their dad don't know is their side of the family's health issues. You have no idea if he has a large heart problem in his family. You're an athlete. You don't know that. Right. And you cracks on the damn floor because you never knew. But with this, you will know who it is with no questions. Now I can see it be disrespectful. I can see how you a woman would feel thinking, man, so you don't trust me. But there are 30% of men out here are fathering a child that's not theirs. That's 30% too damn many.
Yeah.
No, I know people personally that have that issue going on. Like they know that that's not them, but they done been in this kid's life so long they don't want to walk away from it. So they never even bring it up to the woman. Now that's strong right there. But I'm like, it's to me, yeah. I can understand that.
You're saying yes. You think it should be mandatory.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, that's funny because it was a article I was reading. It was a guy. He had a child. I don't know. The child was appearing to be maybe about 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. And he actually had the child and he was dropping the child off at school. So when he actually dropped the child off, he was already in the process of trying to get the results of a DNA test that he took. He didn't tell the mom that he was taking the DNA test, but since he had the child, he did it. Well, when the results came back, he actually found out he was not the father, and he left the child at school. He called the school to let them know that he was not going to be coming back to pick up the child. It was a little boy. He was not coming back to pick him up because he is not his biological father. And the school ended up getting in contact. He left the picture looks so sad. I wish I would have saved it so I could have. The little boy had his backpack on. He was sitting on a little bench at school, and he had his head down. And, they took the picture from the back. I guess, they didn't want to show his face. And they end up contacting the mother. And when they contacted the mother, they let her know that, hey, the dad said that he's not the biological father and you need to come pick up your son. So she said, I'll be there to pick him up. I don't know what happened afterwards. Like, I don't know if he still plans to have a relationship with him. But you just really never know the mental thoughts of what a person is experiencing at that time. It could have turned bad. We talk about these, school shootings and things like that. That man could have came back and blew some stuff up and just been in a mental state that no one knew of what he was going through from finding out the results of that DNA. But he did contact the school and tell them that, hey, I'm not the father. I'm not coming back to pick him up. He didn't go back and pick him up. So my thought process on it, Dr. Real, is I really don't think it's a problem. I wouldn't feel offended if a man would request a test, because me personally, as a woman, I'm going to know who my child's father is. And in addition to that, I think we always look at the negative side of it. That may be how we were brought up. That may be how we were just raised. And the things that you just talked about, like health reasons, things that you need to know about. People don't realize that side of it. They go straight to the negative of, like you said, you don't trust me. You don't think this is your baby, or, whatever the case may be. But the honest truth of the matter is that the father has no way of knowing. It's just like that saying, it's mother's baby, but it's papa's maybe,
And the crazy part is both of the fathers lose in that situation. If you really look at it. They both, the one that didn't have any idea, and then the one that's been doing the work. And that's like, how do you put that connection off from something you done raised from a baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part everybody said they'll walk away, and I don't know how I would deal with that if I ever found out something like that. Like, yeah. So I know people personally in that situation, and some of them, they take it well.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that on the back end, this stuff happens anyway. It's kind of like, if it was mandatory and you get all this stuff done, you won't have to worry about the outcome on the back end. In certain states, you have the laws passed where if you actually don't determine, you have like 5 years. In the state of Texas, you have 5 years to determine the paternity of a child. If you don't determine that, because they're saying pretty much they're giving you free right to say, hey, if at any given time or doubt that you feel that this child is not yours as a father, you have the right to go and get, tested to find out. But after 5 years, you would be deemed as the father, even if it's not yours. So, different states, different rules, regulations, people have to just protect themselves. On the back end, it happens anyway. When that father want to find out, because child support may get involved in, payments are now coming out of your check. Everything that you could have done on the front end is going to happen on the back end, and somebody's paying for it. So I just say it's something that you actually it's something to consider. But I wouldn't be offended at all.
I mean, that health history, like you said, no one thinks about that piece of it, but that health history is so important. Like, what if your dad's side, someone they had a history of schizophrenia? Wouldn't you want to know that? Like saying,
Exactly.
if you tripping and don't know what's like, why am I acting this way? You
Yeah.
know, or they die from heart attacks in their 30s. Like, that's stuff you want to know, especially you having kids. You pass that on to your kids.
Yeah.
You don't have any idea what you're giving them.
Right.
And so, I mean, like, ladies, listen, man. If you was out here getting it in, that's cool, man. But when it comes to something that you got to raise, that you think is you organically and it's not, and you don't put all that work in, I don't give a damn how selfish you are. You got to feel that, man.
Yeah.
You got to feel that.
And
If you know that even if you a little bit suspicious, that ain't him. You need to find out on your own.
Yeah.
You can swab both of them real quick. They ain't got no questions.
Yep, it's true.
All you do is tell that man you trying to do some freaking shit. Open your mouth and swab your cheek. Go ahead. You know, swab your cheek.
Right.
Simple.
Yeah.
Just tell me something.
It will eliminate a whole lot of stuff. I was watching an episode of it was a court show, and it came through my news feed, and it was this couple. They were really in love. It was a guy and a girl. The guy was from Texas. The girl was from like I don't know if it was Cleveland or she was in a whole other state. But her and the dude started they were feeling each other. They were actually hooked up by friends. So they had heard that they were possibly siblings. But it was already too late. Because the way that she found out was she invited him to a family function. So when she invited him to a family function, the family was looking like, "Come here." They told her to come here, and she's like, "What?" And she's like, "They're like, just whatever y'all got going on, y'all might need to stop." So she was confused. But the dad was a truck driver. The guy, he was saying things like, he heard that his papa was a Rolling Stone, but he said that he had tons of sisters and brothers, and he actually had never met them before. And he just never in a million years even assumed that maybe she was, but they were in tears in that courtroom because now she was pregnant. So they were trying to figure out, are we about to give birth to a child that is possibly related to us, both already?
Right.
But they did the results. They were not siblings. But I say that to say this. That would eliminate a whole lot of stuff, because that could have been a tough situation to where you got people living in different states and they're related. Like, I make a joke with my mom all the time. My mom, on her dad's side, she has 22 brothers and sisters. She don't know all of them. And if she don't know all of them, hell, I don't know how many uncles and cousins. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, we might need to start going to the family reunions because she has 22 brothers and sisters on her dad's side.
Wow.
So, it's a lot. We got to stop looking at things for the negative aspect of it. We do need to look at things, for the positive. It could be health risk, a lot of different things that plays a factor there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. So I guess Dr. Real and I agree. You can drop your comments here again. If you're even watching a replay, we're talking about, should DNA tests be mandatory? Which it kind of goes into the next topic that we're talking about. And I think they're doing all these things for a reason. That's what I'm saying, Dr. Real. So the new bill that they're trying to pass would require child support at conception. Now, it's a little bit I'm gonna give my thought process with this on why it may be happening, but that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to say at the time of conception, child support needs to already be in effect. They even said the mom can go back to the date of birth if she wants to get the child support. Because see, right now, I think they have it to where you could go back 5 or 10 years or something for back pay. But they're pretty much saying that, I guess, if you go ahead and find out, at the time of conception, go and get the child support in order, you don't have to worry about no back pay. What's your thoughts, Dr. Real?
Well, you seen that intense laughter I gave you when you first said it, because I'm like,
I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot. My hands are up.
Man, like, what are y'all talking about, man? I'm almost at a loss for words because it's so ridiculous. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, so this is what y'all wasting your time on right now. Out of everything else that's going on in this world and just in Texas alone, y'all worry about something. Yes, we know it's in the formation of it's alive. We get it. Okay. Totally understand the biology of it and all. I get it. But if you take it out at 2 months, it's not going to survive outside the womb, right? Nope. So let's not do this. Let the child be born and be alive, right? Make it through that crucial time period, and they good. Okay. It's just like the woman in Texas that's in ticket for driving the HOV lane by herself.
Right.
And she said, if Roe versus Wade is gone and they're saying that, it's a person, then I'm actually riding with two people.
He really is.
I love the logic because if that's the game they're playing, then you are 100% correct. You are right. And I stand with you on that. I feel you. It's come on, man. If the federal government says you can't claim it as a person, hold on, wait. So I can't claim it as a person, but it's a person.
It's a person. It got a heartbeat.
Help me out, because
if the heart is beating, it's alive. It's a person.
If they don't sound like a pimp named Slipback talking to me and I'm 15, what are you trying? So what? It's a person, but I can't claim this person because it's not here. But it's a person, boy. Okay.
But why do you think they're trying to come up with these new laws and these different things that we think that are so absurd? Like, why do you think it's happening?
They're trying to. This is what I think. This might be some old Black Panther thought process, but this is what I feel about it. This is just in my mind how this is working to me. This is the last stand for the Mitch McConnells of the world. They're getting old as hell. They're getting decrepit. Mm-hmm. The last stand for them. So they're trying to slowly repeal back any Supreme Court decision that had anything to do that help women, to help minorities, or anything that's not in line with their agenda. They want the 1950s back. They wanted to where their opinion only mattered, and you just shut up and do what I tell you to do. Women, hello, y'all too, women and any minority. If you're not on their side, you ain't got money. If you broke, man, please. We need you like on the Matrix. They had those people sucking the life out of them. That's what they're doing to us right now. They don't care about us, please. That's why they're doing this stupid stuff. Now they're talking. They were talking about challenging interracial marriage. Why are you worried about that? Why is that on your mind right now, bro? Why the hell are y'all worried about interracial marriage? Have you not seen the economy lately? Hello, where y'all been at? Oh, I forgot. Y'all live in the mansions with the maids and all that good stuff. You're not in tune with the people that vote for you. That's why they're doing it. In my humble opinion, that's why they're doing it.
This is why I think they're doing it. And again, I'm not saying I agree with what they're doing, but I can understand what they're doing. Because again, it really goes behind the scene of stuff that happens anyway. These people are pretty much saying, hey, you know what? I'm tired of paying for stuff. The world is already in we're in bad shape. We don't have any money. We are broke, and we got to make some changes happen and right now versus waiting till later. So the thing about it is, when it comes to child support, you have a lot of people that do things because that is just how it always been done. What typically happens if a person wants to gain assistance? They tell child support, hey, I don't know his name, I don't know who it is. I don't know, it's social. I don't know that there's so many different ways that people are able to, and this is speaking towards the people that don't have a plan in effect. Because if you got your plan in effect, your child's father, and you're together, it's a perfect situation. But in most cases, people are actually having kids by people they're no longer with, or they split up during the process. So that is the issue. So somebody has to take care of that child. Right now, there's assistance available for that. So people are not really thinking of it of that aspect of, if he don't want to help me with the child, or if she doesn't want to help with the child, what do we do next? I think they're trying to put these things in effect because we're going to now hold everybody accountable. If you have a child, I hope that you and your significant other, or the other person involved, have a plan to help take care of the baby, because we're not going to do it, and we're not going to wait and figure out what you guys want to do, because there's going to be money involved anyways. You're going to still have to go to court. Somebody has to pay those court fees. You're going to have to still establish visitation rights. You're going to have to establish all these different things. Unfortunately, some people are not in situations to be able to communicate with each other to work those things out. Some people are, but the majority of the world is not. And I really feel like they're trying to cross their T's, dot their I's, and just tell the world up front, we ain't paying for shit. Y'all want to lay down and have these kids, you could do that. But guess who money you're not going to use?
I feel you.
Guess who money you're not going to use? So guess what? You don't know his social, cool. You ain't getting no help. Oh, you don't know his name? You don't know who you slept with? Cool. You ain't getting no help. Somebody going to start talking, and somebody going to be held accountable, and things are going to switch up. Those are my thoughts.
Okay. I can see from that point of view as well.
That's just my perspective of it. Now, it may be that it's going towards the minority, but at the same time, I think they're just trying to put something in place. And this is one of those things where everybody suffer because you have certain people not doing it the right way. Everybody in trouble, everybody on punishment now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Just my thoughts.
They ain't slick though. They always on something.
They
all the time, man.
It is crazy though. When I keep reading stuff, I'm like, damn, it's almost like it's a dream. I'm like, how could they do this? I was talking to my cousins the other night, and we were talking about some of this stuff that's going on. We were even talking about, the time that's changing, and this is the last year where it changes again. It's going to just stay consistent throughout the rest of the year. They're like, can they do that? How could you? They doing any damn thing they want to do now. And all we doing is falling in line and just going with it. We don't have a choice.
I mean, but they created daylight savings time, so why can't they take it away? They created it.
Everything they create.
They real. They just made that shit up.
They did. But it's kind of like when you pay attention to all the other stuff that's going on, they made all this shit up. So and they changing it, and we're just following a suit. We're just going with it.
It's like this is their board game, and they're making the rules as they go. If we start a game ground, then they let me change to this right here. They got house rules. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And there's not enough of us that agree with that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a firm believer that majority rules, majority opinion what rules the nation. When the opinion sway, then everybody's with it. You know what I'm saying? We can deem whatever we want to be great or bad if we want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can switch up as anytime we want to, and we all had a more of a united voice on the matters that count. Mm-hmm. But we worried about interracial marriage. That's what we worried about. I
haven't seen that one. You're gonna have to. I have not.
That's what we worried about. We worry about same-sex marriage. You know what? Same-sex marriage and interracial marriage, what they eat don't make me shit. So I don't care. Word, I care. It shouldn't be a question. Is my point. You shouldn't have to be defending that to anyone. If I get married to my wife, why can they get married? What does it matter? What does it matter if my wife is white and I'm black? Who cares? You're human. This is the stupid stuff I'm talking about. Why are you gonna try to take that away from people? What is that doing to anybody? It's not harming nothing. Y'all out here in Texas talking about put the air on 79 degrees all day, man. Have you been outside, bro?
I was just gonna say something about that.
It's 100 in hell out there right now, fam.
I'm really hoping they don't start these rolling blackouts that they did last year. because this ain't the same type of heat that we even had
Oh,
last year.
the sun is pissed off. I don't know what the hell we did, but son, I apologize on behalf of all the earth. Please, we good. We can't take it.
I thought my arm was I touched the mailbox to open I thought my arm was going to melt. Like the sun is so hot, y'all. Like even after 8:30 p.m. going into 9, we're still in triple digits. It's like hot as hell. Like I'm confused. I don't see any rain coming no time soon. The freeways and everything burning up. They have a ban on certain airports for not being able to fly out planes because the damn runway is melting. Did you see that?
That's wild.
The runway is melting.
What?
Now I did see a flight where the wheels caught on fire. Because you gotta think about it. You know how much speed the plane has when it's trying to land? So imagine it's striking fire on the runway. The shit is
wild.
hot.
That's wild.
Could you imagine? They say the dogs are not supposed. I know damn well that the dogs don't supposed to be outside. I ain't got no business out there.
Listen, them hood dogs. I feel for the hood dogs. You know, hood dogs don't go to the vet. Hood dogs eat whatever you eating. So eating collard greens and chillings with you. The hood dogs be outside. I be feeling bad for the hood dogs. Y'all gotta show more love to the hood dogs. You got
they can't even walk on the
smoky outside because they don't build the houses where it's raised up on the foundation so they can sit underneath the house. House ain't like that no more. Ain't no shade around here. If you got a pet, take them inside. I don't have no animals, but for those of you,
I'm just saying, if they don't supposed to be outside, I don't. I saw a sign on the freeway the other day where it said, if you're not supposed to be out here, like if it's not an emergency, please don't come out. Like don't even come outside. I've been seeing the UPS delivery guys and all these other people passing out. You know, because it's so hot. I don't even think they have air in those trucks, right? No. Like the mailman and I don't think they got air. Can they do that?
All the mothers are riding with devil's gas because that heat, you smack them in the face when they driving.
I saw where a guy recorded someone with his Ring doorbell. Hey, family, we got family coming in. Some people speaking. It says, share it. Thank you so much. I saw where the guy, his Ring doorbell captured UPS dropping off a package at his house, and the guy fell out on the porch, like he collapsed on his porch. The guy was home, but he didn't make it to the door in time. But by the time he like came to and he got up, I guess a little breeze hit him. He went on and staggered, back to the truck. But it's no air in those trucks. I don't even think they can do that.
They always like that. It's been that way since they made them trucks.
It ain't been this type of heat.
They don't care.
This is a different type of heat. If they hit us with these rolling blackouts, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know. I don't know. But it is hot as hell. Y'all stay inside. Check on the elderly. If you have people that you have not heard from in a couple of days, and you know that you're usually hearing from those people, seeing them somewhere on social media, whatever the case may be, and you have not heard from them, do a wellness check. Check on them because it's hot as hell.
And listen, Governor Abbott. Come here,
Let me
buddy.
get a close up on you so he can hear you. Hold on. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick. Listen. If your dumb ass let any of them electric companies cut people lights off during this time, you need your ass whooped. There's no way in the world right now that an Ambit or TSU or any damn body should be talking about cutting anybody damn lights off right now. Be serious, bro. There's no way that shouldn't even be legal in the summertime in Texas. Are you serious right now? So the 70-year-old grandma who check got messed up somehow because it happened. She went to her bank and something happened to it. The same time her lights are cut. Cut her lights off because her light bill past due. Come on, fam. It can make sense to me.
And the water bill is going up too because I'm trying to make sure, the grass don't catch on fire. Last thing we need is somebody to just, not be paying attention. They riding around. They just thump a cigarette or something. Then everything is up in flames. I don't even care about what the grass look like. I'm just worried about it catching fire. It's been fires up and down the freeway everywhere. It's hot.
It's wild.
Everything is just burning. I'm like, this is definitely hell on earth.
There's no way in the world to say son I to burn around in all day and I was little. Ain't no freaking way. God be outside from the sun up to sundown.
Yes.
This heat was not like this.
Never.
Wait.
This can't be the same type of the heat that we grew up in. I
You're like a magnifying glass, and you're like an ant. You walk outside for like 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's got his own one.
It's tough.
Own one. That son got beef with everybody. Like, what you doing?
It's tough. It's really
And I see people outside jogging. Ain't that much getting fit in the damn world. You running in this 107 degrees outside, bro. And the
You don't have to jog. You can just sit out there. This is a whole summer. So get you a little chair, sit out there on the patio or something. You're gonna get the same effect.
What are you doing?
Just sit down. Sit down. That's all you have to do. You don't
have early morning run, fam. But you what you doing at 12 o'clock running? At the height of the sun, bro. What are you doing? Who you impressing?
Nobody.
The ER gonna wake your ass up, you done passed out? What you doing? Like, y'all need to get together.
It's a different type of heat, y'all. All jokes aside, I know we're laughing about it, but really check on your people. You know, let's try to just make sure that we're following all protocol. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Just
drink water. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated for sure. Stay hydrated and just stay inside. That's all.
Do your SPF. Do your sunblock. You know, weakness, skin cancer too. You know what I'm saying?
Do what you gotta do, family.
Do your sunblock. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do your sunblock.
Do what you gotta do. One other thing that I saw that's floating around here that's kind of crazy is that, and I'm assuming they're doing this because they throwing these damn houses up. I don't know what's going on, but home builders are hitting the brakes as building costs rises and prospective buyers get priced out by the market. Mm-hmm. You know, they pretty much pumping the brakes. They've been throwing these houses up. They building so many and so fast and so close. You know, you look over there, your neighbor could feel you staring next door into their house, but they're having to pump the brakes. Everything that it costs is so expensive, and they can't even afford what they thought they could afford before the bricks hit the house.
Mm-hmm. That lumber cost is killing them.
Everything.
That lumber is killing them. That lumber that went up so much is killing them.
And it's continuing to go up. But I'm saying everybody is it's kind of like you wait for this perfect moment. You got your dream house. And then all of a sudden you have to stop. You can't even get into it. People's thinking more so like, well, it's supposed to get better going towards the end of the year, maybe going into the beginning of next year. But I really don't see it happening no time soon. Everything is just continuing to go up. You know, I think we talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this the other time we were talking about houses, but you know, it's going to be the new norm. You won't be able to find like even 1 bedrooms under $1,500 a month in these apartments. You know, it's going to be a really, really tough next couple of years to come. Mm-hmm. And even the square footages of the homes, they're saying that whatever that norm was, they're no longer going to build houses of that caliber. Like they're not going to be small homes anymore. So that's going to jack up the prices as well. Mm-hmm. Because they're saying that they want to make sure that these houses that they're building will be, you know, enough room for a family, like a family. Mm-hmm. So they're going to tax you. You're going to pay the cost. Like it's a whole new world. It's just different.
Yeah, this is what COVID world year 2. Because I will say the world that we knew it at the time ended when COVID around March of 2020. That's when the world we used to know ended in this post-COVID era, which is not post yet, but we're everything's going to change.
But speaking of COVID, do you think that it's just going to be functioning in the norm now? You know, when we first got hit with the COVID numbers and they were updating us every day, I can say the sense of urgency of it has not been the same, but it's still being talked about. But I just kind of feel now that it's not really a hot topic and all this other stuff that's going on. It's kind of like, yeah, the numbers are going up. They're not talking about it the same. But the same things that were happening is still happening. Like there are now a couple of people that, you know, were going back to work full time into buildings. They're starting to go back remote. So what do you think in reference of the change? Do you think it's just going to not be as much alarming, or is it something that's going to be like swept under the rug and yep, you got it, but just go home and quarantine?
No, we've been conditioned. We've been doing this for 2 years now. So as humans, we get used to stuff after a
But
while.
they opened the world back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we got used to it. We know
Right.
who's fighting against it. Nobody really. We've all come to accept this is what it is, and that's what they present to us. This is what it is. But if this thing was man-made as they seem to claim it was, then God knows how many mutations. I mean, it would have mutation if it was natural disease. But this is something man-made. God knows where it's going to keep morphing into. You know, now you're on to BA5 and BA6. I'm like, what the hell is a BA5, BA6? Y'all just making up shit now. Like, I just naming this shit. I mean, come on, man. Like, first of all, there's a Maricon, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is going on with y'all? And it's like, I was reading this article about how COVID, the last in the face of COVID, and I don't want to be all dramatic here, y'all, but as a COVID survivor, because I really am one, but the lasting effects is stuff that you don't really know until later on into your recovery.
What do you mean?
Like, there's people who still have not gotten their sense of smell back, because one thing that COVID attacks is your I don't want to mess this word up, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it. But it messes with your the nerve that causes smell, and it strips away from that from it so much that it leaves exposure for other bacteria to get in it. So that's why some people don't recover their complete sense of smell or any back. It also does stuff to your kidneys. It makes you more susceptible to getting other illnesses. Like, it really like breaks your immune system down where it never recovers back fully. Exactly.
So would that be a person that would be considered as a long hauler? I think they're calling them long haulers.
Yeah, but I think that word, because it's affecting just your normal, I had to say normal, but your normal COVID survivor as well. It's not just people who have, like me, having diabetes, having a pre-existing condition. You're going to get it worse. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. If you have pre-existing condition, you're going to have a lot harder time with it, because your body's already fighting what you already got going on.
Yeah, but they're labeling it like, if you are considered to be a long hauler, they're saying that this is like something that it's kind of like being disabled. Like, people are actually, because they have to go into this recovery mode. I seen an article on it, and they were just like, well, they showed this place where there were so many people like at this hospital, but I don't know if they were going in for just routine checkups or if this is a part of their new norm, because they've been deemed as a long hauler. Like, they actually are paying, they get a check for this. Like, they're considered disabled. Like, they may not be able to function forever the way that they used to be able to function at their job. So they're compensating them for this. They're getting some types of treatments and everything for this, but it's just it's something they don't really talk about a lot. You have to really run across it to even understand what's going on. But I think they should, because a person, it also messes with your memory, they say. So you may not even know what the impact is and ignore it. So I think it does need to be talked about if it's existing.
It affects your chest. It affects your lung. For me, it affected my lungs. So I can tell how I speak now is different from how I used to, because the breathing pattern is not the same.
Got it.
So I know that, and I can hear when I'm talking. So the people still wearing their mask. I see it. Some people don't. I done got to poke the required amount of times. I wasn't going to throw the dice again and mess with that. So, sorry, black folks, take my black card, but I went ahead and had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell you, either if you do or you don't. Honestly, it's just no different than the flu shot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't never took the flu shot that has never had the flu.
I ain't never took a flu shot.
Then there's some people who have taken the flu shot religiously and still have gotten sick with the flu. Right? So it's no different than with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Some of you gonna get really sick off of it. Some of y'all might be asymptomatic and walk around and have it and don't be feeling nothing. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, but with the shot or without the shot, you still can get sick from it, no matter what. It's just like the flu shot. So
it's true. Speaking of sickness, I want to give a quick update. I saw this on here, and then I'm gonna get into something funny I saw earlier today. So I'm gonna call you and King Leo out, but Kevin Samuel, they did actually give an update on Kevin Samuel. You know, we were talking about how he passed away and stuff, but they were saying that the results are in and that he actually passed away from natural causes and high blood pressure. So, you know, again, I know that was a big topic that was going on. What made me think about Kevin Samuels was because the way that he, just used to be so vocal and talk about stuff. And then I roll across Dr. Real and King Leo. If y'all remember King Leo, he used to be here on the show.
Hey, what's up, my boy?
He used to be on this show and he acted a fool. And him and Dr. Real are both Leos and they are crazy. And I just bust out the laughing because let's just get into it, y'all. Let's talk about this, Dr. Real. The reason why I want to talk about this is because, ladies, I want to talk to my ladies because I know we do a lot of things because we really try to go over and beyond to please these men. I can't even get it out, y'all, because it was so funny.
We ain't gonna do that.
Over and beyond to please these men and do all these different things, ladies, that we think that they want us to do, and then after we end up doing it, and then you start looking at social media and it's like, damn, you know, you could have possibly spent that money on something else or did something else, but you were talking about somebody seemed like they needed some CDLs. Well, wait, what did?
No offense, baby, but this woman ass was so damn big.
The ass was big, like the ass. So give me a description, because I think that's now I don't know if you get to pick and choose what you want the ass to look like, or does it come with the combination of what you pick? Because you obviously paying for it. You can pick and tell them what you want. So if the ass is big, then that's the request that she wanted.
I think she said, "I'll take the hippo. I'll take the hippo ass surgeon because that ass. Well, she didn't see the license to drive that hoe around. It's ridiculous, man. It's like you can see it from the side, the front, the back, from the Empire State Building. You can see that hoe from everywhere. That shit was ridiculous.
But are you saying that you knew it was fake, or
there was no way in the hell. I've seen some big real booties, but this shit was so fake. It was so fake because she was so her waist and other thing didn't match that. So she walked like a newborn horse with the ass because it was so too much. She's like a brand new calf trying to walk, and how they wobbling when they walk like that. Like our ass had Parkinson's disease and it just shaking. She was weird. Her legs like she had workout day. It was too much. It was like, boo, you ain't had to get the super deluxe ass special. You might should have went for the I want to have a little traction in the baction motion, but that shit was too much. It was too much. It was a
so she looked. You think she asked for the deluxe?
Who? So Doc, you're gonna say, okay, I know you say you want the. I know you want the little ass, but you can go to sleep. I'm gonna give you the big ass for free. Nah, she had asked for that. It was ridiculous.
It was just wobbling. It had jiggle because I thought
illustration. And this is from a witness. Eyewitness. Y'all can see that right there. Can you see it? I don't think you can. I can't see it. There it is, right there. That
was like a little bump.
Yes, that was not a real ass.
Well, it looks that one looks shaped pretty well.
It wasn't with the shape. It was just too damn much ass. There was such thing as that.
So the frame, are you saying the frame didn't fit the ass, or
exactly like somebody, like a little kid was putting together some damn Legos and fucked the pieces up? Yeah, it don't match. That's like a lot of you can tell when they don't match up. Your parts ain't right.
So what would you say to ladies that? Because I think sometimes when the ladies want this stuff done, they have a picture in their mind, and sometimes the picture just does not come out to what you pictured it to be. And I know there's certain exercises you can do to get the perfect bump. But do y'all men really care about that?
This is what I want to say to all my ladies. And I know I joke about it and everything, but on all seriousness on the situation, if you're doing this for you, all I can do is sit back and clap. You're doing it for you. You want to feel like you want to look a certain type of way, and you're only doing it for you. Hey, but if you're doing that for any other reason than hell no. Because you got to live with all the consequences. Because sometimes those things don't work out like planned, like any surgery. Shit can go wrong.
But you're speaking for the ladies. And I want to know, what does the man...
I'm coming my side too now.
Okay.
I just want to let them know this how I feel about it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, from a man's perspective, I'm going to say generally, because I don't know every man. I'm going to say generally, men like some ass on them. Now, some men have a preference of the gigantic hoop skirt ass. Me, hoop skirt. You know what I'm thinking they used to wear back in the Victorian days? The hoop skirt had a big ass bump in the dress.
Oh, yeah.
That was based off of a black woman. That's why the women had those dresses, because they was jealous of her body.
Gotcha.
But I digress. But as far as we like some ass. But like anything, it can be, for me, some of it can be too much.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I now if a woman like you just flat, and you just like your ass crying all the time, then I mean, listen, I ain't mad at you, but I'm the kind of person that say embrace what you were given. If it's something life threatening, yeah, get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? We were all born with defects. We're all defective. That's how you want to look at it that way. I think we all just unique. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But you adjusting. I feel like little Kim, that's my girl, man. Look what happened. She couldn't stop.
Oh, yeah.
She will keep finding. I could guarantee you, and I don't know her at all, but I can imagine her looking in the mirror saying, okay, now I need to fix this. Oh, okay, now I fix that. I need to fix this. So when it's the ass, what's next? Your titties not big enough? I done had 2 kids and I still eat like I'm 15, so I done gained weight. Let me go get the fat cut out. Now, how many times you going to tempt life trying to look like an image that you might not even love in the end?
Yeah, because now, Lil Kim, I'm gonna be honest, because when I seen her beside that, was it a turkey or a ham? It's the chicken, the whole chicken that they have at the grocery store. You can get lemon pepper, or you can get garlic pepper, or in the position that they had the chicken in. She was standing next to it. She looked just like it, y'all. I was like, damn, it wasn't funny, but I think that she was trying to catch up, because this happened when she came. I think she started having little surgeries and stuff when she got out of prison. So she probably seen all the builder girls and people building themselves, and she's like, oh hell, I'm Lil Kim, I'm gonna have to get with the program. And sometimes it just don't go so well. We don't get what we thought we were gonna get,
Yeah, exactly. So like I say, man, because I guarantee you, if they has a position where men that may not be enough can go get that done, there might be a few of them, but I bet you not. I feel like it would be the number of men going to do that than there are women going to get booties.
Yeah,
I think we're too scared of something going wrong in that area that we ain't gonna risk it. You got to deal with it is, baby. This is what I got. Too damn bad. You're gonna live with it.
Agreed. Wow. I know that was. I had to bring that up because it was a little funny when I saw it. So I wanted to make sure that we kind of discussed it. But I know you may have some quotes for us tonight, and we would love to hear those.
Sure. It's not what they did, but why they did it when they knew better is the problem. A person that has no foundation can never be your support beam. And I'm gonna throw
say that one again. Say that again.
A person that has no foundation can never be your support beam. And they ain't got no foundation, how they gonna hold you up? I'm gonna say I'm gonna go and stop or start something. And I feel my throw extra in there for you. We've been gone for a minute. You can try to improve your present, but for some, your past will always be present.
Hey, if you didn't write that down, don't worry about it. The replay, you can catch it again because that was deep. And y'all already know how it goes down. Dr. Real gonna give us the real, and we just gotta sometime accept that and take it because we need it. Y'all make sure. Again, I want to put Jasmine's name up here. Jasmine Rodriguez. She's the one that did the shirts for us. So again, thank you so much. If you guys are not aware, we do have multiple shows. We have Bree, buying and selling with Bree. She's been out, but she will be back strong as ever next month. She talks about real estate, all these things that's going on in the industry that we do need to know about. Yeah. She airs every third and fourth Monday. Also, we have the Mamapreneur podcast. Y'all got to hit me up so I can get y'all on the schedule if you're trying to come through and get on the show with Robin. She keeps a really full calendar, to be honest with you guys. But if you want to get on, hit me up. I'll pass her your information and she'll get you penciled in so that you can come and share and tell your story or introduce us to your business and what it is that you're doing. Her show is every second and fourth Thursday of the month. Of course, myself and Dr. Real, we are here every first and third Wednesday of the month. And again, if you are interested, I did a video last week. If you're interested, I had a couple people that hit me up and they were asking a lot of questions like about this whole podcasting thing. I have some people that's like, do I have to be on camera? Do I not have to be on camera? I'm a little shy right now. There's a lot of different things. I was running a special, which is now actually ended. My consultation fee, I waived it for 2 weeks for you to sit down and talk to me. If you want to know all the ins and outs of how to get your show started, you know, how to engage with the people that love you and what it is that you do. But if you would still like to sit down and talk and get those things together, I'm more than happy to discuss those things with you. Again, shout out to you, Dr. Real. I saw your article in Voyage magazine. So doing your thing, I seen them talking about you. They was very, very glad to get that interview in with you. And, you know, congratulations to everybody that's on this platform that's doing an amazing job because everybody is out here shining, doing their thing. And that is what I like to see. That's what I love to hear. So again, y'all know what we always say. We ain't got to go home, but we definitely got to get the hell up out of here. This has been a really, 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 really good show. So glad that we were able to get back in touch with the family for the family reunion. So we'll see y'all next time. Hope y'all enjoyed everything. Peace.
Be safe, stay cool, and stay hydrated. And stop that damn running in the damn heat.
Because it ain't going. I don't even care if your shirt is off. It's not going to help. You can keep your shirt on and just stay in the house, y'all. Stay cool out here. It's hot. Peace.